Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Adopt Me Happy Lunar New Year event. So as any of you guys who are Adopt Me players will know, this is an event that happens every single year in Adopt Me, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm usually not the biggest fan of it, guys. And I think generally the items and the pets from the Lunar events usually end up not really being worth much, and they're often quite ugly. But we are going into this event this year, guys, with positive thoughts only. So let's take a deeper look into the new pets. As you can see, I have already opened or used a few of the apples, and I've gotten some fire stallions, which are the legendary, but there's actually two legendaries this update. One of them is obviously the fire stallion, which you can see right here, and the other is the fire mare, which is a lot more rare and more difficult to attain. And I also have a few of the fire foals, which are the ultra rare pets from this update. And I mean, let's talk about how the pets look. So I think they're kind of cool, but I think it's kind of lazy how Adopt Me have just used the same model for all three pets. They are literally the same thing, but just slightly different colours and slightly different sized. And obviously there's ultra rare and then two legendaries, but I do think they're quite cool looking pets. Also, here we are at the whole event area. I think the actual setup is pretty cool. I think it's cool that it's 2026 bucks, which a lot of people were actually sort of complaining about. I think it always has mixed opinions when Adopt Me bring out pets and things that are bucks, because it's obviously easier to attain than when they're Robux. I personally do not buy Robux, so I cannot ever get Robux pets unless I trade for them. So when it is a book update, I'm actually really happy because it means I can get them. And I did actually spend 20,000 bucks on this before I started recording, which is slightly annoying. I would have obviously waited if I'd have known I was gonna make this video to open the apples with you guys, but never mind. Here are the three new pets that you can get. I personally am really leaning towards the fire mare. I think it's just prettier than the other three, but I am such a pink girly anyway. But let's just buy another fire horse apple. I don't know whether to keep it and trade it, or should we just use it? Should we use it? Let's use it. Come on, let's see what we get. Okay, please a fire mare. Please a fire mare. Please. Oh my god, please. Oh, have I got another fire stallion? I mean, it's better than nothing. It's legendary. For any of you guys who do not know, this event is the Lunar New Year event, which is actually based on the Chinese New Year. And this sort of year or time of year, it is the year of the horse. So that actually symbolises, I've got it up now, I'm reading from, the Chinese zodiac sign symbolises strength, energy and independence. It's considered a year for major transformative changes and encourages working in teams for the best outcomes. So this is a very positive, strong year, guys. So maybe these horses will actually bring us some good luck. But anyway, yeah, pretty cool. I've bought another fire horse apple. Let's see what we get. I really want the fire mare. Oh my gosh, please. Fire mare. No way, another fire stallion. How many do I even have of these now, guys? I think I can make a neon. But I don't really want to make a neon, to be honest, because I can't see that they're gonna have much value after they leave. But I'm gonna have an apple and just keep it in my inventory, I think. Also, I've made this little tab in my profile, as you can see, for pets and things from the new update. And I'm just gonna keep them there in case anyone wants to offer for anything. Also, let's not forget, guys, about the Valentine's part of this new update, where we have the cherub chipmunk, which, as you can see, I have actually made a neon one, which I love these pets. I think they're so cute, but it is a shame that they are only 1,600 bucks. As much as that does make them super easy to buy and nice to have, they are not going to be worth a great deal, I would imagine. Obviously, I don't know, but honestly, guys, a big tip from me would be that any of these pets in this new update are not going to be worth that much. Maybe the rose dragon will have a decent value because I've not really seen many people have them, and obviously it is 1,000 Robux to buy, which is a lot. But I'm just taking a look at what the new stallion mare foals look like neon and mega. As you can see, I don't really know if I'm feeling it. There's not a huge difference in them being regular and being neon. But you can't see in the journal, but their hair thing actually changes. Flames looks different, which is pretty cool. But yeah, what should we do, guys? Also, don't mind my house. I made it ages ago and I really need to redo it because I'm not a big fan of it anymore. I'm not really like preppy anymore. But I don't really want to spend money on building. Like I would much rather just buy eggs and things than spend money on houses. But anyway, guys, I might actually put the fire stallions into my pet pen. Maybe. I don't know. I know I was saying I wouldn't really want a neon, but maybe I could just put them in the pet pen and then age them up a bit, get a neon, even though I really don't think they're going to be worth a great deal. Guys, if we take a look at the past Lunar events, we can kind of see a running pattern of the pets not really having that much value. Being honest, I did not play last year when there were the nebula snakes for the Lunar event, and I don't really see them much in game, and I don't really hear about them having much value, so I assume they don't have that much value. And then if we think back to like the tigers, I think they're called, there was 3 and they came in a box. They're not really worth anything at all. Same with the oxes that were on a Lunar event a few years ago. The only one I can think of that actually does have a little bit of value are the rats from a Lunar event. Oh my gosh, what year was that from? Oh my god, guys, they were from 2020. So that is like the only reason that they actually have value, and until like last year, even they didn't have any value whatsoever. So my assumption would be that they're not gonna have much value. I'm not gonna lie, guys, and I would probably recommend not spending too much money on the fire apples to get the stallion, the foal and the mare, because I just don't think they're going to be worth too much. The mare, maybe, because it is obviously more difficult to attain and it is a lot cuter, in my opinion, than the other two. And if we take a look on amvgg.com, we can see that the Chipmunk Cherub is actually only worth 0.0003 at the minute, so it really is not worth much. Maybe when it leaves game it will gain a little bit since it is very cute, but it's just so cheap to buy, so I'm really not sure what I think. And currently on amvgg.com, the fire mare is worth 0.0026 and the fire stallion is worth half of that at 0.0013, which is very interesting. So they're kind of saying that the mare is worth double the stallion. And then at 0.003, the fire foal is worth around a quarter of the fire stallion, so really not worth that much. But like I said, guys, the values could rise when they leave the game and you can no longer get them anymore, but who knows. But yeah, as a whole, I do actually think that this update is very cute, and I love the fire, not the fire hat, the, oh my god, what do you call it? The hat, this thing, where you get the books from. I do really like this aspect of the event. But yeah, that is the end of today's video, guys. Let me know what you think of the update. Are you a fan? Do you think the pets are going to have any value, or do you kind of agree with me? And also let me know what you want to see next, guys. And subscribe, guys. I will be doing giveaways, so let me know what pets you want to see in the giveaway. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!